All right, come on in, everybody. Hello, Bree Preza. Thank you all so much for being here. For anybody new here, hi, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher. Today we are going to do a little bit of cooking for the boys. Let me make sure I can see over here on TikTok. We're going to make some, what are these? Berry Swim Sweet Biscuits. Have I ever made this before? No. Clearly, I don't need any sweet biscuits, all right? But we're going to make some food for the boys. I've been seeing these butter swim biscuits come up in my feed. Maybe you all have seen them. Swim cornbread, sweet swim biscuits. So I have this Martha White wild berry mix, and I saw this come up in my feed. I'm going to show it to you all. So while this is baking, Marcus has asked me to recreate a potato chip omelet for him. I know, y'all. We're just always doing the most over here. But come on in, everybody. Let me say hello to you. Hello, Freeway. Hello, Nelson. Hello, everybody on TikTok. And as always, since it's Mondays with Maggie on Cooking with Aisha, let me say a huge hello and good evening to Miss Aisha and Mr. Ricky. I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you, as always, for allowing me to stream on your platform. All right, everybody. So let me show you what we're making today, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. These are ingredients that you can actually get from the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. So let's see here if I can rewind it to the beginning. I don't know if this one has any sound or maybe it's just music. Okay. What do y'all think about this? Has anybody made these swim biscuits? All right, so there's no sound here. It looks like, hello, Birdie, instead of putting butter on top of your biscuits, we're actually putting them in the pan, melted butter, and then cooking your biscuits or muffins or whatever in the butter. So they're going to be all sopped up and buttery, and then we're going to put a glaze on top. So this one is really simple. We have this wild berry mix. We're just going to add some buttermilk to it, melt some butter, put it in the pan, and put the mix in there. We're going to try and make some squares out of it, and hopefully it comes out like that. And then both of the boys are here. Y'all know I'm a mom of two, 17 and 16. So the boys said they would give these a try. All right. So I am very excited. Come on in, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Hello, April is here. Hello, Vonnie is here. And hello, Gary is here. Thank you all so much. Let me get my uniform on. We'll wash hands and get started. All right, come on in, everybody. So I always like to say I'm a cooker, not a baker. Baking requires precision, but this one looks, oh, sorry. This one looks pretty straightforward. So let's give it a try. It only bakes for about 25 minutes. Hello, Birdie. Hello, everybody on TikTok. So while it's baking, I'm going to do a French omelet for Marcus. There's this show called The Bear, and this potato chip omelet went viral, one thing at a time. So come on in, everybody. Hello, Liz. Thank you so much for being here. Rashonda is here. Thank you all so much for coming in. All right, so let's clean off the counter and then we'll go through really simple. If you want a dessert or a sweet treat, this could be great for brunch. This could be good for hosting. I think it looks fancier than it is. Hello, Cynthia. Thank you so much for being here. But that's the key because I am not a professional chef. Y'all will see very clearly. All right, so let's clean this off. If you are team sweet, this is for you. We'll do a team savory after this, all right? But if you're here, then you are definitely team greedy. Team greedy, everybody who likes to eat. Oh, if you think about food, if you like cooking food, if you like consuming food, today is your lucky day. We got something for everybody. So come on in, everyone. All right, so let me show you the ingredients that we have here. I'll turn the brightness down on that so you can see a little bit better, hopefully. All right, and let me wash my hands. Come on in, everybody. Hello, Dr. Sal, Nelson. Thank you all for watching on Instagram. I think this would be a great recipe if you're cooking with the kids. Get them in the kitchen, get them started. Of course, moms and dads handle the oven part, but I just think it's a good life skill to know your way around the kitchen. That's how my mom taught me and my brother, all right? So let me show you all the ingredients. These are Martha White. Let me show you. So the recipe calls for 2 packs of these, and this one is wild berry. I wonder if there's real berries in here. And I actually have some fresh berries I'm thinking I may top. And it says just add milk if you're going to make the muffins. So this is the muffin mix you can get at the Dollar Tree. Hello, Myrna on TikTok. Thank you for the badges. If you all want to screenshot that, you can. But you can get these at the Dollar Tree. So you're going to need 2 of them for this recipe. And then you need a 9x9 square pan. So I have one of those. I'm very excited. I got this at Aldi or Aldi. It's actually silicone, but it's got some reinforcement along the edges so we can actually grip it. All right, so we have this, and we're going to put our butter inside here. I am your substitute teacher because I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. Hello, Ash and 111. However, when I'm cooking for the family, cooking for men, cooking for the boys, we're going to use the real ingredients today. So this is going to be a butterific recipe. Thank you, Charlene, for the badges because these are butter swim biscuits. All right. If you're going to do a dairy-free version, I guess we could use the goat's butter, but I'm going to use the real thing. All right. So I have some Walmart sweet cream butter. This is salted butter. Let's see what the recipe calls for. But you need this and then also some buttermilk. So I did place an order for buttermilk. I probably should have taken this out. I think you can even make your own buttermilk. I don't know if you add lemon to milk or vinegar to milk. Somebody knows, but you can make your own buttermilk. But that's it. Just the 3 ingredients, the berry mix, the butter, and the buttermilk. All right, so this is going to be a very buttery recipe. Sean, thank you so much for the badges. Hello, everybody coming in. Okay, so let's see what we need to do. Again, we're making these butter swim. Say that 3 times. Wild berry sweet biscuits because we're using the wild berry mix. Now you could do this with blueberry, you could do this with cornbread. I'll read the ingredients in a moment. All right. So you need 2 packages of the Martha White blueberry muffin mix. So we have that, 1.5 cups of buttermilk and a 1/2 cup of butter melted. So let me go ahead and pour out our buttermilk. Come on in, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. I don't really use buttermilk a lot. I know this is used. Is this right? Buttermilk is fat-free? You would think that buttermilk has fat in it, but I placed an order. So we're going to put 1.5 cups. I know buttermilk is used like in fried chicken and a lot of baking recipes. It's thicker. So maybe it's going to help with that like creamy consistency. And we've got some more. So if we like this, we'll find some other recipes, or maybe some of y'all that are real cookers can let me know, what do you do? Buttermilk pancakes? What else can we use our buttermilk for? All right. So we got 1.5 cups of buttermilk, and then we need 1/2 cup of butter. It's a lot, y'all. All right, so if we take out our, that's a whole stick. If we take out our butter stick, you can tell that it's got the little measurements on the side there. And if you look all the way at the end, it tells you that the whole stick is 1/2 cup. So we're gonna melt a whole stick of butter. And I'm just gonna melt that in the microwave. Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Hello, Maxine. Love that name. Nice and classic. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Pretty V. Hello, Janice. Hello, Nathaniel. Hello, everybody coming in. We are making butter swim sweet biscuits. If you're a biscuit lover, let me know, do you like sweet biscuits or savory biscuits? If you're team sweet, I don't know, what can you put? What emoji can you put in the chat? Maybe honey in the chat. If you're team savory, is there a salt emoji in the chat? Let's do that. All right, so a whole stick of butter. So I'm gonna put this in this gravy boat, and I'll put it in the microwave, but I won't turn it on yet because I want this to be melted when we're ready to mix. We still have to mix our mix, but you need a whole stick of butter, which is 1/2 cup. All right, so shout out to the, good thing the kids are young and their arteries are clear, right? All right. This is not something you would eat every day. This is a treat, but I am not a doctor. Do not listen to me. All right, so we have our Martha White Wild Berry Muffin Mix. You can get this at the Dollar Tree in a lot of different varieties, but we're gonna make the wild berry. So we're gonna get a bowl and we're gonna put both packages in the bowl. Thank you, Bubba, for the badges on TikTok. Hello, LA on Instagram. Hello, Jesse. Thank you so much for being here. Rhonda says use the buttermilk in cornbread. Criselda says use the buttermilk in banana bread. I have some bananas too. Myra says use the buttermilk. Oh, make a ranch dressing. Look at y'all. Maxine says biscuits. Hello, Nita. Thank you so much. Hello, Jesse. Thank you so much, everybody. Robert is here. Thank you all so much. Okay. Actually, let me go ahead and turn on the oven, y'all, because I'm over here running my mouth. Preheat oven to 450 degrees. Grace says, what's cooking? So we're gonna make these butter swim biscuits. We need to preheat the oven to 450 degrees, which is pretty high. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it started now. We need the wild berry muffin mix, butter, and buttermilk. That's it, 3 ingredients. And then we're gonna bake them up. And then the glaze is optional, but y'all know me, why be regular when you can be extra? All right, so make sure the oven is empty and let's do a bake at 450 and turn on the light. Turn on the light. Let's make some biscuits, sweet biscuits. I saw someone said their team sweet. Ooh, Liz says you can make cake. Yeah, you want the honey. All right, so let's go ahead and open both of these. And I think there's some dehydrated fruit in here, but I'm gonna read the ingredients and see. So we're gonna do one. Ooh, smells like cake flour. Thank you, George, for the badges. So you all can see it's got like these dehydrated berries in there. I'm gonna read the ingredients and see what it actually is, but so far so fun. So we need 2 packages. Again, this could be a nice treat, a nice dessert, or maybe a little sweet brunch. Hello, Black is here. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. So we have our dried mix here, and then we need the 1.5 cups of buttermilk. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this in, but let me go ahead and start the microwave so we can melt our butter, all right? So we have a whole half stick of butter in here. I'm just gonna put a paper towel so it doesn't splatter too much. We'll do 30 seconds and then we'll check it again. All right, so let me get a spatula to mix this. All right, so 2 packages of Martha White, 1.5 cups of buttermilk. If this comes out nice, we can pretend like we know what we're doing. Baking intimidates me because you really have to be precise with baking, because once you put it in the oven, it's kind of like set it and forget it. I like to cook because I like to taste as I go clearly, but oh, it smells yummy. So we want a nice little batter, a nice little paste here. Let me check on our butter. 30 more seconds. All right. Killis is here. Hello, sweetheart. Thank you so much for being here. One of my day ones. We're making some butter swim biscuits. And I've been seeing these all in my feed, and I think it's because the biscuits are swimming in that melted butter. So when you pick them up, they're just ooey gooey. You can have butter swim biscuits, butter swim cornbread. All right, I don't want to overdo it, but hopefully you all can see this mix has got some like dehydrated berries in there. So you need a 9x9. I have this one from Aldi's. It's like a little silicone. Our oven is still preheating, so I'm a little behind, but let's see how our butter is doing. Oh, yes. So we have a whole half cup of butter. This was a stick of butter. All right, so you all can see here, we're gonna pour it into the pan. Then we're gonna put our buttermilk biscuit mix in there. And then we're gonna try and make 9 little squares. So this is the goal, all right? Come on in, everybody. Hello, Don on Instagram. Thank you all so much for being here. So we're gonna go in with the butter first. All right. I feel like it's a lot. Usually when you're baking, you know, you just like spray or lightly grease this, but it's supposed to be swimming in butter. Oh my gosh. So don't threaten me with a good time. So it's literally lining the whole thing. And I'm just going to move it around the sides a little bit for nonstick insurance. And then just because we're greedy and we want all of it, we don't want to waste. We're going to get all this melted butter out. And this is real melted butter. And I'm using salted. I don't know what it says to use. It just says melted butter. And I'm just going to go up on the sides a little bit. Silicone will be great because it won't stick, but just for extra insurance. All right. This muffin mix is already starting to puff up on us. So I'm going to put the whole thing in here. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's like pancake batter. It's already got a little bit thicker on us, but we want to get all of that in here. And you can see it's swimming already. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. All right. We want all of that out. Greedy. Okay. So we'll rinse that in just a moment. My mom says clean as you go. And the instructions say to kind of flatten it because you want every little nook and cranny to be buttery and delicious. So we're going to try and move it to the corners and just really get it as uniform as possible. And then if you saw in the video, they use the spatula. I want to get something a little bit I'm going to try and do my, y'all, we're greedy. We're getting all of this. I want to try and do my 9 lines pretty uniform. All right. So we got that in there. And then we're just going to go in 1/3. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to draw a line there and then draw a line there. And then we're going to do the same thing. So you make, I guess, 9 of these. All right. So I want to taste it so bad. We don't have any raw egg in here. If I like it already, God, stop. Okay. So we're going to put this in the oven. We're only at 300. But you all can see here, oh, I guess I need to support it at the bottom. You can see here our batter is just jiggling in that butter. All right, so let me rinse this off, and then I think I'll get like a baking sheet to put underneath it so it has some support because that's silicone. So I'm very excited. If anybody's ever made swim biscuits or anything like this before, it seems really simple. Lynette says you're going to try it. Yes. I love trying stuff with you all. You know, we never know if it's going to work out. We'll experiment together. We're just going to give this a little rinse. And then as soon as the oven beeps, it's ready. It's supposed to bake for 25 minutes. And while it's baking, we're going to make this potato chip omelet for Marcus. Both of the boys are here, so they'll be down when the food is ready. Y'all know. So very exciting. So I'm just going to let you all watch this for a second. I'm just going to look and see if this actually has what fruit is in here. I know it's dehydrated, but please tell me it's real fruit. Artificial blueberry bits. We've got some real blueberries, so we'll put some on top. I think that's it. So, yeah, I don't know if there's any real fruit in here. And artificial strawberry bits. Okay. So this is the mix that we use. This is the Martha White. You can get this at the Dollar Tree. Blueberry and strawberry. But we'll put some real fruit on there towards the end. I just wanted to check and see if it was real or not, but we're going to make it anyway. Thank you. Hello, Chef Diana on TikTok. Thank you for all the badges. We got real chefs in the house. I am not one. I'm not even a pastry chef. All right. So we got to get this to 450. In the meantime, in between time, Sorry, y'all, it's loud. Let's see if this will. No. Sorry, y'all. I gotta get a tray for this. I got a small one. We'll just use a baking sheet. And then I'll move this behind me. And then as soon as the oven is ready, we'll put that in and let it bake. All right. So our before wild berry sweet biscuits. Okay. So I'm very excited. Let's clean out our buttermilk. Everybody's doing well. Hello, Maddie. Thank you so much for being here. Tony says it looks delicious already. We haven't even made anything, but thank you, darling. Okay. But yeah, it looks good and it tastes good. Of course, it tastes like, raw batter, but I taste these things for you all for research purposes. All right. So while we're waiting for the oven to preheat so we can actually start baking this, there is this show called The Bear. I've never watched it, but Marcus sent me a video that he wants us to recreate this viral French omelet. I feel like I've done this before, but it's been a while. So we're going to try and recreate this. French omelet is also very simple ingredients. Technique is a little much, but y'all know we are down to the wire. Marcus, our oldest, he's 17, and he will be shipping out for the Marines very soon. So whatever the warrior wants, the warrior gets. So I'll show you all the video. And I'm not going to play the whole thing because someone else is recreating it too. But if you're not familiar, there's a clip from this movie or from this show that is this potato chip omelet. All right, so let's see. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me make it bigger. All right, so it's like a clip within a clip. So we've got, she's got 3 eggs in a whisk. And then we're not in a strainer. And then we're going to put them in a skillet. And then we're going to jiggle them up. And then she's putting Boursin cheese inside with more butter. So we're going to make this omelet and then butter it and then put fresh chives on top. And then crushed potato chips. So if you are team sweet, then this butter swim biscuits are for you. If you are team savory, I am going to attempt to recreate 2 of these potato chip omelets. Marcus and Alex are here, and so I'm going to see what I can do. All right. Let me know if you all are familiar. Sweet potato pie, good to see you. It's been a while. So we are going to, all right, we're at 430 degrees, so it won't be long for our sweet biscuits. I'm excited about the sweet biscuits. Why am I whispering? Okay. So let me think in order of operations. We're going to have eggs, more butter. I did order some fresh chives and I have some Boursin cheese. Hello, Leslie. Happy Monday to you, my dear. All right. I want to get these sweet biscuits in the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and chop up the chives. This is going to be our garnish, but I want to make sure that I have these ready to go. So we'll chop those up. And then I have this Boursin cheese, which is like a nice compound cheese. All right, let's go in. Whew, 450 degrees. I'm a little nervous. And we'll set the timer. All right, so it says 25 minutes or until it's done. So you all will be able to see our sweet biscuits down there. So now let's actually get cooking and let's see if we can make this potato chip omelet for the boys, all right? We're gonna make 2 of them. So I'm gonna start by chopping these chives. And then I wanna put the Boursin cheese in like a squeezable, we'll just use like a Ziploc bag. I don't have a real piping bag. Oh. These are nice and herby. We're going to give them a rinse and then we're going to see if we can chop these up. All right. Karen likes Martha White products. Yeah, Martha White actually commented on did I make of theirs? Oh, the banana bread mix. So I was looking at their page and I was like, ooh, let's do some more. So a great little shortcut, you know, cook with the family, cook with the kiddos. Some of my chives are a little bit soft, so I'm going to take them off here. We want to have a nice crisp finish. Y'all know me, I struggle with herbs. Mr. President is good with the garden stuff. Hopefully one day I'll have an herb garden. Today is not that day. We're going to buy them and see how long they last. Hello, Jessica. Thank you so much for being here on TikTok. All right, everybody. So our sweet biscuits are in the oven. I'm just going to put this wet paper towel down to keep our cutting board from moving. And then so let's see if we can cut our chives. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we just want to be able to garnish these. Hello, Slick Rick. Hello, Lawrence. Hello, DR. Thank you, dear Lily, for the badges. Thank you, everyone. Karen says, where did you get the silicone pan, my dear? That actually came from Aldi's, believe it or not. I don't know if y'all say Aldi's or Aldi's, but I like to have the groceries delivered. I'm a huge fan of Instacart because I struggle with impulse buys. You know, I'll go in for one or two things and then come out $100 later, but still they get me because, you know, it wasn't on my list. And then when you get to the checkout online, it suggests all these things that you didn't know that you needed. So I like the silicone. Hello, Carmen. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully that helps. I like cooking in silicone. It's great for nonstick. Hopefully it's sustainable. But for me, if you're trying to cut back on calories, Birdie likes Aldi's or Aldi's. For me, have y'all seen Aldi's marketing with what's going on? Y'all know I don't talk about pop culture, but if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Aldi's social media from the last couple days. You'll see what I mean. But anyway, if you're trying to cut back, you know, from oils and extra calories, and sometimes the sprays have artificial ingredients, silicone will release, you know, more cleanly without those extra calories, if that's important to you. All right, so not perfect, but we have some chives here. When we get done with our French omelet, we will top these on. If you're going to do potato chips, I just got regular, but sour cream and chive, or sour cream and onion potato chips. This has a nice little earthy scent to it, but it's not as strong as onions. So I'll just move it behind me for right now. And we are going to try and make this French omelet. I've made a French omelet before, however, there's a few extra steps in here I'm a little nervous about, but we'll give it a try. The Isle of Shame. Aw, thank you, Leah. I'm glad you like it. I'm feeling a little bit of a long day, but cooking is my happy place, so I'm glad you all enjoy it here. All right, so we have this Boursin cheese. This is, I want to say a compound butter, but it's basically like, what kind of cheese? Cheese with garlic and pepper and cream and parsley and chives inside. Ooh, so you're going to have chives inside the cheese and chives on side as well. You're going to make some eggs too? Yeah, Marcus loves, I mean, he's going into the Marines and he's a competitive swimmer, so he loves his protein. I made him the hash brown bowl and he said, Mom, what are the macros? I was like, boy, do I look like I know? I don't know. Hello, Callboy on Instagram. Hello, Sanguine. Hello, Basil. It's a great cheese, yeah. This is a nice fancy cheese. It's great for spreading. It's just very flavorful. So you all can see here, it's going to be a nice rich cheese. This is not the low calorie. This is not the light bite stream, okay? This is real butter, real cheese for real growing boys. I'll give this a taste and tell you all kind of what it tastes like. I have an opinion of what I think it's going to taste like, but when I worked with a chef once before, he used this. What did he put it in? I don't know if it was like a salmon or a cream cheese, some kind of fish. He put this, it was so good. Oh yeah. Oh, it is so good. A little goes a long way. If you like sour cream and onion dip, this tastes like a very fancy, concentrated version of that. So you can see it's got the consistency of like a cream cheese. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc bag. So I'm gonna put the whole thing in a Ziploc bag so that it's ready when we're ready to put it inside the omelet. Y'all, this is so good. Oh my God, it's so good. So I just took it out of the fridge not too long ago, so I want to just kind of have it here. Get it kind of down towards the end, pretend like it's a piping bag. And then when we're ready, we'll clip the end here, and then we're going to put this inside the omelet. All right. I should trash this, but so bad. All right. So we have our chives ready to go, and we have our fancy cheese ready to go. I'll just move this behind me. All right. So let's take a look at her technique one more time. I think I have it in my head, but I just want to look at it one more time so I know exactly what I'm doing. All right. And I'll show you all. You probably are already familiar if you've seen this show. This went viral a while ago. So she's going to crack the eggs inside the strainer and whisk them in the strainer so they're super smooth. Then pour them into the skillet. Then make her flat scramble. Pour the cheese inside. More butter to keep it really smooth. Top it with the chives. And then crushed potato chips. And now he's going to recreate it. All right. Let us begin. So we have a bowl. She did a 3-egg omelet. I'll do the same. I have a pretty large skillet, but I think 3 eggs is fine. I have to do it twice. 2 boys, you got to give them both the same thing. Y'all already know. Why does he have more than me? We're not doing that tonight. Dope says, who is her? I don't know. I'm Maggie, but that was a clip from a show called The Bear. Apparently it's a cooking show, and that's a chef in the cooking show. All right, so let's get some eggs. We eat a lot of eggs here. Hello, Trisha. Thank you so much for being here. Karen says, all of your food sticks to your silicone? Oh, no. Maybe you still want to do a little bit of spray or a little bit of oil. I don't know, my dear. All right. So we are going to crack. Hold on, y'all. Did she just crack them in here? And then I got to look at this because I mess up all the time. I think she just cracked them. Yeah. All right. So we're just going to crack them directly in strainer. So we're going to put 3 eggs directly in here. And then we're going to whisk them here. And I think the reason is that you want a really nice and smooth consistency of your omelet. No lumps, no bumps. We'll pretend we know what we're doing. All right, let me clean my hand. Ooh, can y'all see our butter biscuits are rising up in there? I don't know if you can see in the corner. It's kind of bubbling up. I'm so excited. Killis's team ribs. Of course, my dear. Okay, so what does she use? I just want to use a whisk. I think she uses, oh, a fork. Okay. We'll get a fork. All right, so we have 3 eggs, and we're just gonna whisk them in the, the bear. We're just gonna whisk them in here. It's coming out. Aw, thank you all for liking the live stream. Aw, thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoy it. All right, so for the French omelet, a couple things to keep in mind. Whew, it's a workout. You don't want a little bit of yellow and a little bit of white. So you really want to try and get your eggs as blended as possible. Also, an American omelet can have some brown, from the butter in the pan. A proper French omelet should be yellow. You love this? Oh, thank you, Kasimu. All right, it's coming out slowly. We'll try and press it while we go. Let me just take a look and see. Yeah. All right, it's coming out. And I can tell the difference. You can see. So it's more technique. French cuisine, I'll just give you all a little bit of chat while we're here. I've been to France a couple times, I think. I'll be going back in September. So if you all like my travel content, we'll be going to the south of France. French cuisine, very simple ingredients, but very high quality ingredients. Like the butter, I don't know. It's like magical. The technique is what's difficult, but the ingredients are simple. All right. Oh, hello, Dee Dee. Hello, Pretty Rubies. Hello, Pink Me. All right. I think I almost want to stop here for just a little bit longer. But if it's not coming out, I think like this, I don't know, there's parts of the egg, but like this, like, I hate to say it, but like more slimy bits are staying back and you're just getting like the pure egg. All right, I think I'm gonna call it here and I'll just put this in the sink. All right. Oh yeah, you can tell just by looking at it. It's and I would probably do more egg, but you can tell here that this is like more runny, if you will, compared to what was left behind. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our skillet ready to go. And we are going to use a very nice non-stick skillet. This one is Ozeri. Thank you, Ozeri, for sending this to me. But you want a skillet. Y'all know I'm here for the struggle pans. But for a French omelet, it has to come up really clean off the pan. So for this, you need a very good, or at least a new nonstick skillet. Y'all know some of my older pans have the scratch marks in them. It won't work well for a French omelet. Okay, so we're gonna use this skillet. Again, all the little details. So let's go ahead and turn our stove top on. Again, for your regular omelet, doesn't really matter, but if you want to try and master this, invest in or use your good skillet. All right, so let's turn this on, medium, and then we're just going to put some butter. French cooking, a lot of butter, a lot of good quality butter. Butter helps with the flavor as well as the non-stick. So you want enough butter to coat the pan, and then we're going to use even more. Make sure all the paper is off. All right. So we're going to let this melt down. And I'll get a little spatula, a whisk, because we're going to have to do this again. All right, so we want the butter to completely melt. I'm going to go ahead and clip the Boursin cheese. Because again, and I'll show you all the video, as soon as our eggs are set, I need to be ready to put this inside the omelet. Let me do it away from the food. All right. All right. I almost feel like I want a bigger hole, but we're good. All right. So while our butter is melting, I'm going to show you all this one last time, because once we get started with the French omelet, you're pretty much committed. All right. So you can see here, we whisked our 3 eggs through the, y'all know what it's called, into the skillet. And you got to keep it moving to get those curdles. And we're going to put that Boursin cheese inside. And then as we roll it up on itself, a lot of butter. And then we're going to put the chives on top. And then the crushed potato chips. So while I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and get a plate. So everything is at my fingertips. And then, oh, our butter is just about melted. All right. So let me use this is the same. Oh, I had some paper on here, y'all. See? I can hardly tell. Using the same brush that I use for the microwave butter and the butter biscuits. All right, so I've got this skillet on a medium. You could probably do a medium low. And I'm just gonna whisk this one last time. It was 3 eggs. Once your butter is like sizzling a little bit, like literally just foaming, you wanna pour. You don't want your butter to brown, not on a French omelet, all right? So this one's gonna be a little bit thin, but we're good here. And then I should have had my, so we're actually like using the friction. Can y'all see it starting to get like little curdles in there? So once it doesn't come back onto the pan, and we're gonna let it sit. Whew. All right, I think that's good. Probably should have put more eggs. You want it to be, oh no, I don't know if I have enough egg. And this is a really large skillet too. On the next one, I'll probably do 4, maybe even 5 eggs. All right, let me let it sit down. And then I'm actually gonna go around the edges and just kind of separate it up so it can kind of roll on itself. But I want those eggs to set. We're gonna go ahead and squeeze in the Boursin cheese while it's setting on the bottom. And I'm gonna put it over here, kind of towards the middle, but not all the way. Oh, no! All right, oops. I'm just gonna try. I was hoping for one little trail of Boursin cheese, but clearly, all right. Let's go ahead and roll it up. Turn it off. All right, so I'm going to use the gravity to kind of slowly start rolling because the eggs will continue to cook. I know it looks kind of bad, but you see what's happening? Oh, I got too much of a clump of Boursin cheese. All right. It's gonna be very Boursin-y on that side. And then once you get to the end, then we're gonna roll it onto the plate. My Boursin cheese had a little explosion. So, but this is kind of what we want. We got it out before it got too brown or brown at all. This skillet is heavy, y'all. So I'm gonna try and roll it onto the plate carefully. It just should fly. Oh, I was supposed to put more butter. It's heavy and it's hard to do. We'll do one more and I'll have the butter ready. As you're rolling it down, the butter kind of helps it just kind of come off clean. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can turn it over on the seam. Okay. I need more egg, but it's okay. We got a little bit of brown, and I'm gonna try and move it towards the middle. Clean up a little bit. Clean up a little bit. All right. All right. Whew. So not, oh, hold on. Kind of folded up on itself, y'all. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. Let's get it in the center. All right, our struggle French omelet. All right, filled with Boursin cheese. Let's put some chives on top. Let me just clean my hands. And then we'll do another one. This will be the practice one. But one of y'all would eat it. The boys will still eat it. All right. We're going to go in with some chives. Kind of a lot. It smells good. I think this goes really well with egg. It has like an herby kind of smell to it, but not all the way like pungent onion. And then crushed potato chips. I wonder if this is like the salt. Very strange. But that's what... All right, so we have some potato chips. I'm just gonna crush them in my hand. So strange. All right. So there is our omelet number one. I would probably do some black pepper or something else on there. I'm going to taste a little bit from the skillet. You enjoyed it? That was a workout. We're going to do one more because there's two boys. So omelet number one is done. So, it is. It's a lot of work. So we're going to clean this out and do another one. I messed up with my Boursin cheese, but let me give this a taste. I hear footsteps. All right, so let's try a little bit of the cheese and the egg. Uh-oh. The egg and the cheese explosion on a potato chip with a few chives. Oh. So good. It tastes like, if you like chips with sour cream and onion dip, but a very rich, almost like custardy type of dip, that is amazing. All right, we're gonna make another one. So I'm gonna wash this out. We're gonna do everything again, but I think on the next one, I'll do 4 eggs. Yeah, we'll do 4. That was a lot, y'all. But it's really good. We made it. My struggle piping bag did not survive, but all right, let's get everything out of the way. Then we're gonna do it again. How are we doing? Oh my gosh, we're at 30 seconds for our biscuits. So we need to, oh shoot. Before we start, I'm gonna take the biscuits out at 25. It's been 25 minutes. And we still have to make a glaze for those, but I'm gonna test them and make sure that they're done. Looks pretty. Where are the chips? We put them on the top. All right. So again, oh, all right. So this is what we were making, butter mix sweet biscuits. So they were in the oven for 25 minutes, so we got to do the glaze. But let's see how they look after 25 minutes. Okay, timer. Okay. All right, let's get these out. Yes, I am that mom. Okay, so let's get it out and see how it looks. Ooh, woo. All right. Ooh, y'all, it's sizzling. I don't know if y'all can see this. I don't want to hurt myself. You can see the butter in the corners is still sizzling. All right. Let's try the toothpick test. And if it's good, it says to glaze it while it's still hot. I'll make a quick glaze. And still, it doesn't come out all the way clean. Let's do this. I'm gonna put it back in the oven just so it can get a little bit more brown, and then we'll make the glaze now. Take it out in about 5 minutes as soon as the glaze is done. And then glaze it, set it aside because this will stay warm, and we'll do one last omelet and then call the boys down. All right, so it's coming together and it looks like it'll separate pretty clean. I'm so excited. All right. Whew. This is a lot. So, not bad. Am I going to put chocolate on top? Icing on top. We'll make our own. I'll put it up here so it doesn't burn at the bottom. All right. They don't have a recipe for the glaze, but I think it's just, that wasn't smart. I think it's just powdered sugar and milk. So let me move this because that's what we have. That's what we're going to do. We'll make a quick glaze and then we'll come back to, I want to make a second omelet. That was a lot. I feel like I should. All right. All right. So we're going to make a quick icing. Let me get our powdered sugar. If you need a really easy 2-ingredient icing, powdered sugar and milk. Since this is for the boys, I'm using real powdered sugar and real milk. If I were doing this for me as your substitute teacher, I would do powdered sweetener and almond milk. So you can do a sugar-free, dairy-free version. So let's do, no real measurements here. We're just gonna mix it until it gives us like a pourable paste. So we'll go in with the powdered sugar. I'm just going to do it in this little bowl here. Probably don't need too much. That looks like a lot. Oh dear. All right. So I'd say that's probably about half a cup. And then let me get a little mixer. And remember with eggs, you want to take them off like before they're all the way done because they will continue to cook. So this is just real milk. It's 2% milk. I'm just going to pour and stir until we get to a nice glazable consistency. And if it's too much milk, I'll just add some more powdered sugar. Yeah, I added too much milk. That's okay. We'll add some more sugar. Or you could do, someone said chocolate. I have another idea that I want to do. All right, let's add some more. This is not, if you are diabetic, this is not your day. Or even pre-diabetics. All right. Do a little bit more. With the milk, just do a little bit and then test and then a little bit more. Just gonna keep going until I get the consistency, that I want. Yeah. All right, I think that's pretty good. Let's get a spoon and see. What do y'all think? Still too thin? I'm gonna look at theirs. Their glaze. Looks pretty, thank you. Good evening, Joyce. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that glaze looks pretty good. I'll just do a little and give it a taste, and then I'll do just a little bit more Whew. Uh-oh. TikTok. I gotta do the little puzzle piece. All right. I already know. It's good, but it's sweet. Whew. Yeah, if you do this part, do the powdered sweetener because powdered sugar. Whew. All right, I think we're gonna call it. We're gonna take it out and we're gonna drizzle this on top. I think we need to cut it first. Just trying to get that to, uh-oh. All right, we're making a mess. Okay, let's clean up. Back to Team Sweet. Let's see how it's looking. Go ahead and turn off the oven. Oh yeah. It actually looks really good now. All right, so we'll take it out and I'll show y'all. I think we need to slice it into the 9 pieces and then glaze it so that it comes out really nice. Butter, mix, smooth sections, bake it. Yeah, okay. All right, let's get it out. I'm excited. It's nice and brown now, but not too brown. Where's the other one? Oh. Okay, just those extra 5 minutes. Oh, God. Whew. All right, very careful. We'll do one more toothpick test, but I can tell by looking at it, we have some more color, a little bit more. A little bit more what, user? Let's see, how are we doing? Okay, much better, much cleaner. Okay, so now let us do our, you can vaguely see where I had cut it before. You're probably supposed to let it cool. Y'all know I'm not a baker. I'm gonna try and, am I destroying it? Just gonna do the 9 sections. You can vaguely see. Oh, it smells good. Okay. So we just kind of cut it. And then I'm going to put the glaze on it and then just set it behind me. All right. Hello, Cafe. Oh, thank you, Aisha. I try. All right. So we have our glaze that I'm just going to pour on here. I should have gotten something with a spout. Their glaze looks better than mine, but I didn't get it all combined as well. I probably should have mixed it better. Okay, so I'm gonna let this set behind me. Then I want to put some fresh fruit on it. What do y'all think? It has the strawberry pieces and the blueberry pieces inside. So let's do one more omelet and then we'll take this out. Let it cool for just a moment. Let's see. All right. I'm just gonna take it out of here and set it over here so I can kind of cool, because I know this baking tray is hot. Okay. All right, y'all. What do you think? Looks good? Thank you. Cafe says it looks good. Thank you. Killa says it looks pretty. All right. So the only thing I messed up, I put too much milk in my glaze, but this was the goal. So we'll let it cool down because I know it's lava hot. And then we'll let the boys give it a try. But that will definitely stay warm. Okay, so we're gonna do one more French omelet with chives, Boursin cheese, and potato chips. So I'm gonna do 4 eggs instead of 3. All right. So let's rinse this out. And y'all can see like the little chunky bits stayed in the strainer. So let's take all that out. And I need to wash the skillet as well. Okay. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And we didn't salt this. I didn't see her salt and pepper it. I'm wondering if all the flavor comes from the cheese and the chips. We'll see. All right, so Team Sweet, you were cooling off behind me. Team Savory, we're gonna try one more time, see if I can get a better looking French omelet. So we're gonna do 4 eggs in the strainer. A lot. After all this in the boil. Oh, thank you, Aisha. You love it. I enjoy cooking for y'all. It's my happy place. Believe me, we all have life and responsibilities, but we all need something that relaxes us, something that calms us down. So please make sure that you do that. All right, let's throw this out. All right, so we're gonna whisk these 4 eggs. But before I do, I'm gonna wash out the skillet. Really good skillet. We just want it to be clean. I'm speechless, which is rare. A little goes a long way. You know, there's chocolate and then there's chocolate. There's wine and then there's wine. Some of you all that are foodies, you know what I mean. When you eat something that's just like really good quality, let me know. What are some of your guilty pleasures of really good quality whatever in the chat? Oh, hello, Mimi. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just going to wash this out so that it's nice and clean so we can do another French omelet without all this in here. But y'all know what I mean. When you just take a bite of something and you don't need much, but just instantly it hits you and you're like, ooh, that's good stuff. Like there's butter and then there's butter, right? Oh. Scrub, 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 scrub. I feel like I hear feet. Y'all know they always come when the food is ready. Like wildebeests. Okay. All right, our skillet is nice and clean. Again, remember for the French omelet, simple ingredients, but the technique is for real. All right, so we are gonna get our stovetop. Oh, our butter biscuits look so good. And we are gonna recreate this bare potato chip omelet with chives and Boursin cheese. My Boursin cheese exploded, but we'll get it in there. All right, so let's go in with our eggs. We get a fork. So we need to beat the eggs in the strainer into the bowl. So you have, last time we did 3, this time we're gonna do 4. So you get the really clean egg coming through. Any of the chunky bits stay out. You know exactly what I mean? Yeah, exactly, y'all. Life brings its own stresses, believe me. Everybody's going through something. Life happens to all of us. So make sure you find something that calms you down. Let me turn on my struggle air conditioning. So while we're here, ladies, Lucy and I have a new course that we just launched today. Hello, Rod. Thank you so much for being here. Ladies, it's called Protect Your Home. And if you have a relationship or want a relationship, this is very important to men too. Everything isn't for public consumption. And that can be with your friends. That can be with your family. That can be with foes. known enemies, and that can be with followers. You know, we live in this modern age, but the sad truth is not everybody wants you to win, and that's hard when you are the type of person that really wants the best for everybody else, and then you realize it's not reciprocated. So this will be a 4-week course. Everything is at teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. I hear feet. I think Marcus is here. We'll let him try the first one, or whoever comes down first. All right, it's going through nicely. I'm going to use a spoon just to back it in there. So as we were beating the egg, it kind of came through nicely and clean. So I'm just going to use a spoon to kind of press, but all right. So what's left is a really smooth, really clean, like this, the slimy bits. You have your beautiful blended egg. All right. So again, because once I get in here, I have to focus. All right, 3 eggs. We did 4 in the strainer into the bowl. All right. Once we have all that, pour it into a buttered pan. Get those nice curdles going. Her pan is smaller than mine. That's supposed to be the Boursin cheese. That's where I messed up. Use the butter to help you fold it up on itself. More butter for shine. Chives, and then crushed potato chips on top. And that is the potato chip omelet. All right, here we go. So let's turn this back on medium. And we're using real butter. I'm going to put a generous amount. Let's do a tablespoon, maybe 2. French cuisine has a lot of butter, so forgive me. All right, so let's get that to melt down. And then as soon as it does, we're going to pour our egg in here. Let's get our spatula ready. Just clean everything so it's nice and clean. Let me get another plate. All right. So here we go. Again, for the French omelet, make sure you have either a new skillet or a nice nonstick skillet. This one is some type of fancy ceramic. Just gonna get that butter to melt. And I like to go up on the sides because when you jiggle it around, it kind of gets the edge a little bit. And again, for the French omelet, you want everything to be this color yellow. Brown is fine for an American omelet. Oh, thank you so much, Gillis. But for a French omelet, yellow. Everything should be homogeneous. So we made one. It was a little bit of a struggle. I hear feet. This is the first one. We're going to try and do again. You want to give this one a try, or you want the fresh one? Yeah. This is Marcus. This is our oldest. This is the one that asked for the bear omelet. So since you're here, I'm going to actually make it, and then you can have this one, okay? Well, I was going to make a fresh one for you.
I'll eat that one too.
One for you, one for your brother. Okay. So, Marcus, hold on. Can you just let me make this one, please? Okay. So, our Marine is here. All right. So we have butter. You want to go as soon as the butter is nice and foaming. You don't want it too brown. All right. So we're going to go in. Don't leave. Okay. So we have 4 eggs. So for this one, I wanted it to be able to fill the whole pan. All right. So now with one hand, you're going to jiggle the pan. With the other hand, with the spatula, so you can make those curdles as it cooks. And you keep doing this until the eggs set. Notice how, as I'm jiggling it, it's still liquid enough to fill back in the empty spots. I'm on a medium heat. You probably want to be on a medium high, but it's starting to set. And this is why I buttered up to the sides. That gives you that nice, creamy, curdly texture. All right, it's starting to set. Notice that? All right, I'm gonna call it. Whew. I'm gonna go all the way around. Stop here. Whew. Notice how when we jiggle it. All right. All right, now what I'm gonna do, while it kind of sets on the bottom, we're gonna go in with the Boursin cheese, and I know my hole is a lot bigger, but I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze the remainder. I probably should have had a proper piping bag. All right. Whew. Now we're gonna try and roll the omelet down. I probably should have put it up more towards the end. Since this pan is heavy, I'm gonna turn this off, and then I'm gonna use the spatula to kind of come around the sides and start separate it from the sides so that it folds into itself kind of nicely. And then I'm using gravity. You use the lifted up spatula to just kind of roll it. Uh-oh, it's starting to tear. Oh, I forgot. Butter as you go, and it'll help it come off really clean. My Boursin cheese should be on the inside, but it's okay. If I can get it to roll, oh no. All right, because you want to do it before. It looks good, kinda. It's still a little bit soft. Turn it on. Oh, this is harder than it looks. I just want the bottom to kind of set. Then we'll roll it out. Next time, put the cheese up top so that it rolls cleanly. It's still a little bit wet. It's supposed to be kind of soft in the middle. What kind of butter? This is just regular Walmart sweet cream butter. Of course, if I were in France, this would be like President butter or something really good. But you want to kind of have this last little lip to kind of be like the seam. So I think I don't want it to brown. I just want it to kind of set. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it out. Hopefully when it flops over, it kind of closes up on itself. In all seriousness, I think this is like a 10-inch skillet. I would do it on a smaller skillet so you could handle it better. That's probably the mistake that I made. All right. Let's see. And it really should just kind of flop out. This one is even worse. It's okay. It's supposed to be like one cohesive tube. So we'll do the chives. This is a little extra cheesy. And the potato chips. All right. I tried. This side looks better. This side kind of opened, but we have 2 French omelets. Marcus wants both of them. And I'm gonna put some fruit on the berry muffins, and then we're done. We're done. Okay, you're here. All right. I'll let you choose which one you want. Both of them I kind of messed up, but
they both look good.
They both look good? Okay. Let me give you a fork. My Borson cheese kind of exploded. Yeah. And I have extra potato chips.
Creamy.
Creamy too much?
But it's good.
It's good?
It's just...
It's what? All right, let's get the sweet biscuits out, y'all. He says it's good. It's just creamy. But like if you did the cross section, you know, you should be able to see.
It's missing.
It's missing what? A hot sauce? Marcus, you don't put hot sauce on French food.
Do what I want.
Okay, okay, sir. Here, this one's open. Can we finish this one? If y'all know Marcus, he puts hot sauce on everything. All right, I'm gonna do some. Does it taste good with hot sauce?
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
You like it? All right, we're gonna get the sweet biscuits out. I'm just gonna put a few fresh berries on there just because what's in the mix is artificial. Strawberries and blueberries. You can take that with you. I'll leave this one for your brother.
I don't think I want to.
Marcus, you don't know that.
I know.
Greedy.
Oh, yeah.
It's good? Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So potato chip, what does it taste? It's like, to me it tastes like chips and, we're getting some fresh strawberries. Chips and dip, but like a really good quality and like a creamier dip with an omelet. Okay. All right, well, Marcus likes it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very more.
If your brother doesn't want it, then you can have it. And if you want another one, I'll make it. All right, so the swim butter biscuits are looking good. I'm just gonna top these with some actual fruit since the package was artificial fruit. And then we'll let the boys taste it. Oh, did I even get a picture? Oh, I'll get a picture of the other one. I'm just cutting some strawberries. Yummy?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad you like it. It's kind of hard to do, but all right. Boy. Okay. If you would give me just a moment, Marcus. Oh, he's eating the tops of the strawberries, the grassy parts, which are good for digestion and still very edible.
They are?
Yes. Well, you've been eating them. Okay. Thank you. All right. So let me take a picture before I do my thing to it because I'm going to take it out. So again, this was the goal. And I think we made it. I think it looks pretty good. My glaze is a little bit soft, but it's still kind of warm. But y'all, can y'all see that coming up out of there? All right, so let me get a plate. And I'm gonna put some fresh fruit on it. But let me get some pictures of it first before I do my thing. All right. So we have our struggle French omelet. Ideally, it should be one tube. It should just roll down like a cylinder. Marcus says it's still good. This one is probably better because it doesn't have as much filling in it. So let me take a picture of that and a picture of our swim biscuits. And then we'll put some fresh fruit and plate them, let the boys taste. And I got some treats for them from London. We'll try. Let's take some pictures with the, some with the flash, some without. So we'll get this, the shadow. Then let's do the omelet. Let's take some without the flash, and then we'll do the video.
You want this?
Do I want what? No, help yourself. That's just from the skillet. He's still eating. Okay. So this is the original. Looks delicious. Okay. Thank you. I'm wondering if we should probably just serve it like this.
Can I eat it now?
Oh, stressing me out. Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna put some real fruit on here because it's supposed to be mixed berry, but there wasn't any real berries. Did I mess it up?
I'm gonna eat that.
Okay, let me let you taste it because you're over here stressing me out.
But you want whipped cream too?
Ooh, we do have whipped cream. We'll stop here because you want it now. Let me get. Can you get a plate? I'll get a plate. You won't eat on a plate.
It's kind of hard to pick up.
I know you're not reaching in there.
What?
I know you're not reaching in there. Okay. Jeez. Let's go in and get a nice butter swim biscuit.
Why is it called a swim biscuit?
Because it's swimming in butter. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Let us know, how is it? And I'm going to go get your brother. Let me taste a little bit. Need a fork?
Ow! The store fruit sold. It's good. It's very moist.
Yes, that's the swim part of the biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
So
instead,
instead,
blueberries.
Yeah, those are artificial. Marcus, that's the spatula. Anyway, you can see here you put the batter inside melted butter. Thank you so much, everybody, for the badges. And the biscuit comes out really moist. Instead of putting like butter on top, you put the batter in melted butter and it cooks in there. Let me make one for your brother.
It's like boiling bread.
Oh, is it too? Is it too much?
For me?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
But, you know.
Let's get another piece out. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yummy?
Very, what's that word you said? Rich.
It's very rich, yeah. But I think it looks pretty. So, you know,
Really?
This came for their 4th of July recipe.
And then, you know, if you're doing it,
Mm-hmm.
like 5 more minutes.
Oh, 5 more minutes? Okay. Okay. I didn't want it to.
You can do the bottom, yeah.
Oh, is it soft? I thought it looked.
It's good. I don't know, just me personally.
Oh, okay. So it came out, the toothpick came out dry, but this again is the Martha White wild berry mix, muffin mix. We made it with
How
butter.
much butter did you use?
A whole stick.
That's
A whole stick of butter.
good for your brain.
So we have something for Team Savory. I thought Alex would be down. Here's your omelet for Team Savory. This is your Borson potato chip omelet.
Thank you.
You're welcome, babe. And then here, you want another one or no?
No.
Okay.
I can't eat anymore.
It's too, yeah. One is enough. When you have really rich ingredients, a little goes a long way.
Tastes like 400 calories.
400 calories, yeah. Okay, here comes Alex. We'll let him try. Oh, and then don't go anywhere. I got some treats for y'all from London. We're going to do a quick little taste test. Okay, Alex, this is the Boursin potato chip omelet. So this is the baby. This is the Boursin potato chip omelet, and this is Butter Swim wild berry biscuits. All right, so give it. You can just take one bite of each while you're doing that. If you all like my travel content, you know I was in London last month for Royal Ascot, and they sent me home with some goodies.
Is it fully cooked?
Yeah, it's cooked, but it's creamy on the inside, and it's got Boursin cheese on the inside.
Mm.
You don't like it?
It's good.
It's good? Okay. How's the swim biscuit?
It's fine.
It's fine. Okay, so they sent me home with some little chocolates. So one for you. Oh, okay, one for you.
What's that?
We're gonna test these. We're gonna taste test these before we close. It's a little top hat. Isn't that adorable? Okay, I'll do the same. And then Alex.
My potato.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Shout out. Thank you, London. Please put that down.
London.
Yeah, it came from London. Please put that down.
Okay.
All right, here's your chocolates. Let's open them up together and do a little taste test.
I think you feel it. Let's go sit down.
Okay. Marcus, you and I
Yeah,
can
open
taste
it.
it. I don't know how to open it. Oh, it just lifts up.
Huh?
It's just a little top. Right. If we
Slice.
here. Take this one. Oh, watch your fingers.
They do the dates wrong.
Okay. Little. Little truffles. You got it? Here, I'll give you this one. Let's see if they're all the same. Looks amazing. Doesn't look dry. Thank you.
I know.
What does it taste like?
All right, let's see. Ooh, yeah, it's the same thing. All right, so we're gonna
Balls?
chocolate truffles. Which one are you gonna have first? Let's go with
You bought balls? Which?
let's go with this one. These are truffles.
You alright? Oh, this stuff inside.
Caramel. It's called a truffle. May I show them? Because I ate mine all greedy. This one has caramel inside. Do you like it? Let's try the other one. Okay, the boys don't like.
The red one tastes like
Let's try this last one.
strawberries.
Mmm. Okay, Marcus is not a fan. The boys don't like.
I wouldn't like
They like what they like. I try, y'all.
Here. Eat it.
milk seed.
All right.
It's raspberry flavored. It says it on the hat.
Well, with that,
Why are you-
this has been another
Thank
adventure.
you.
You're welcome, babe. We made the Martha Stewart Swim Berry Biscuits, sweet biscuits. I would say, I didn't try one. I would say, I would get the spatula, but somebody ate off of it. I would say 10 out of 10, but this is definitely like a dessert. This could be a nice brunch. This could be.
Why are you eating an omelet?
Okay, no, that's for your brother. If you want another one, I'll make it for you.
That's not cool.
Are you going to eat it?
Yes, we can eat it.
Eat it.
All right,
I
anyway.
don't want it anymore.
Okay, he doesn't want it anymore. Here.
Problem solved.
Okay, so anyway, as always, another struggle stream. Thank you all so much for being here. We made Marcus's potato chip omelet from the bear. We made the Martha White swim butter biscuits. I would say everything. I'm gonna have a bite of that.
I'm full.
Now you're full?
Yep.
All right, let me go from the other side. We'll have a little bite with some chives. So we have a nice little creamy bite. This would be good with smoked salmon. Ten out of 10. Just very rich. And then let's try the biscuit. Oh my God. This is not a good. It's falling apart. It's really buttery and moist.
Yep.
Wow. Almost creamy on the inside. Both 10 out of 10. The boys can burn through the calories. For us, this would be a special treat. So thank you all so much. We're going to go ahead and wrap up here. I hope you all enjoyed and had fun. I had fun. We're going to clean up. Marcus is still tearing it up. Thank you so much. DJ's been following for years. I appreciate you all so much. I make food and femininity content. My cooking streams are Monday and Friday. So I'll be back on Friday. Relationship content is on Saturdays, but we're going to skip this Saturday because Lucy's got a family gathering. So we'll be back in a couple weeks. But again, go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. Our new course is Protecting Your Home. So ladies, make sure you are protecting what you have in your relationship from friends, from family, from foes, from followers, and keep the special things special. All right. The flavor is marked on the hat. I missed it. Alex said it was. It was just a little gift from London.
Thank
You're welcome, babe. All right, everybody. I will be back Friday for more cooking content. And as always, thank you so much, Cooking with Aisha, for allowing me and my family on your platform. I'm very seasonings today because we did sweet. You could put some all-purpose on there, but make sure you go to selectblends.com. I can't wait. I just ordered some more spaghetti seasoning, I think. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Instagram. And thank you, TikTok. And thank you, Facebook. Bye, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. If I missed your comments, I'm sorry. I was focused